Tonight at 11, an Orange Park man is in jail on child pornography charges. Police say he tried to blame his twin brother. Last month, agents with the Florida Department of Law Enforcement and the Clay County Sheriff's Office say they got a tip about 40-year-old Scott Stewart. After looking at his computers, investigators say they found several video files depicting the sexual abuse of children under the age of 10. Stewart is now facing 34 charges. Channel 4's Francesca Amberger joining us now after speaking with the woman with whom Scott lived. Francesca.
Yeah, there are so many children who live near the area where Scott lives. And tonight, I actually knocked on the door of the home where he resides. A woman answered the door and she was having dinner with her son. And she says, don't believe everything that you hear, but it's quite difficult to do that when officials release all of this information today. This is the man investigators say had 6 child pornographic images and 22 videos on his laptop. Those files were found after agents received a tip that 40-year-old Scott Stewart was in possession of child porn last month. 2 weeks ago, neighbors say they witnessed investigators outside the home, but at the time, they didn't know why.
There was like cars all over the place, like 5 or 6 cars parked. There was 2 vans parked. They had little baskets of stuff. They were going in and out of the house carrying these little baskets. They were taking it into the van.
And their investigation didn't end there. After questioning, agents say Scott told them it wasn't his pornography, but it was his twin brother's who lives in Ohio. Officials in Ohio seized his brother's computer last week, and they too found multiple pornographic images of children.
Well, the fruit doesn't fall far from the tree, does it?
From 4 months to 12 years old, I have grandchildren. It's sickening. It's disgusting. People like that are trash. They don't need to be out here around our children.
They told me Scott lived with a woman and a child at the home, and that's exactly who we saw when we pulled up.
He's a good guy.
He's a good guy. Was he your boyfriend or something like that?
I can't have my name anywhere on this. Well, it's not always what it appears to be.
And that's your comment?
That's my comment.
But her neighbors, who have lived there for 30 years, had different feelings, saying they don't want to see Scott come home.
I promise you, my grandchildren will not be out of my sight when they were outside. I will have an eye on them.
And tonight, Scott Stewart remains in the Clay County Jail. He's on a bond of more than $300,000. I'm live tonight. Francesca Amberger, Channel 4, the local station.